WHAS 11 Weather Impact Forecast is sponsored by Tom Sundergeld Plumbing and Baker's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Love the American spirit out there. And you can also see how hot all those performers are on stage.
Yeah.
I can't imagine wearing black in this weather.
I know. I thought about that as well. So hopefully everybody stayed hydrated,
Yes.
stayed cool. We still got a couple days to get through, but we are nearing the end of this heat wave. So that's some good news. And we can look ahead to our fireworks forecast for the 4th of July. So this is for 10 p.m. Saturday evening if you're heading down to the waterfront. We will have to watch a chance for an isolated shower or storm earlier in the day. We could have some scattered activity through the evening. Very hit or miss, kind of like your typical summertime storms where some areas see rain, others see nothing. And of course, that could cool things off for the evening. But right now we have a blanket 80s for 10 p.m., 20% chance of seeing a pop-up shower or storm during that time frame, mostly dry, just very warm and humid, of course, with light winds on Saturday. Now our 4th of July forecast across the country. It is going to be hot, especially areas off to our east. Triple-digit heat. These are the actual air temperatures. So that's not heat index. That is actual air temperature for D.C. and Raleigh, North Carolina, going to be in the triple digits. 95 in New York City on the 4th, 97 down in Atlanta. Lots of 90s on the board here. Cooling off a little bit for areas like Minneapolis and Chicago. They've been in the 90s, but they'll see 80s. And then the western states are going to start to warm things back up. Your typical triple-digit heat, El Paso, Phoenix, Vegas. Nice, of course, in California, 60s and 70s, more of the 70s and 80s up in the Pacific Northwest. But current alerts, we still have a sea of pink here due to the ridge of high pressure that's been over us the last several days. That's our extreme heat warning that's in effect through Friday evening. And then for Saturday, for the 4th of July, we take that step down into the orange, where we do have a heat advisory in effect for Saturday. That means we could still have some heat indices reaching about 100 degrees. And we're still looking at a heat index at 11 o'clock at night. It feels like 99 degrees apparently outside, even without the sun, because of the high humidity and because of the temperatures that just aren't cooling very much, even after the sun set. Satellite and radar for us is quiet, just some clouds off to the southwest. There were some storms, not in Kentuckiana, but in western Kentucky earlier this evening. They did fizzle once the sun set. And we are looking at mostly clear conditions overnight. Lows back in the 70s, very similar to the last couple of days. Mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies tomorrow. And then during the evening hours, we'll have to watch for some spotty storms. They're really wanting to be on the outskirts of Kentuckiana, but we put a 20% chance for tomorrow in case one of them can make it into our viewing area. We're looking at 30 to 40% on Saturday. Certainly not a washout by any means, but just one of those days where if you hear thunder, you see some dark clouds, time to head indoors for a little bit, wait for that storm to pass, and then enjoy the cooler weather that gets left behind. 7-day forecast, much of the same as we carry on into next week. The one change is temperatures actually start to cool back down into the upper 80s starting on Tuesday. Overnight lows remain in the 70s.